Hey, Chalk Mercantile and Surface Anthology. It's Jane. Hope you guys are well. I have committed to going live once a day for 10 days. So I think this is day number 2 or 3. But I am in my home and I have way better internet. So there won't be lots of clipping. But I've already seen my friend Joni from Weathered Wings. Oh God, Joni, don't kill me. And Tammy from Flippin' Furniture live today. And there'll be some other people. It's a lot of fun. We also created a group, and you heard me talk about this. The Painted Cottage. It's a Facebook group. So you can go over there and just, click get in or let me in, Jane. And we're going to have a Winter Wonderland project, which is going to be really cool. We're each going to be teaching a Winter Wonderland project, and it's going to be a birdhouse, which I love, and I cannot wait. I'm already working in my whites here, so I really can't wait. And anytime I get to use German glass glitter, it's a go for me. So be sure to join that. The other thing is, as you're looking at what I'm creating here for my project with the Iron Orchid cameo molds, and I'm also using the frame molds. Let me show you those. If you're really into Christmas and ornaments and decorating like I am, be sure to join my Merry Makers Ornament of the Month Club. And if you go over to surfaceanthology.com, you'll see it there. And this month, this is just 2 of the things that's going to have in it. The cameo molds, the Iron Orchid air dry clay. This is mine that I've been using, and some other stuff. So every month, you don't just make one ornament, you make a whole bunch of ornaments. So it's well worth it. And you also learn some really cool decorative painting and kind of crafty techniques. So that's my little update of what's going on. So we started yesterday. I painted this in white chalk paint. I stamped it in the Iron Orchid Kindest Regards stamp in a very, very pale, warm gray. And then I made my molds. Now, yesterday was crazy. It kept cutting out. So you can go back to Surface Anthology, my page, Surface Anthology or Chalk Mercantile to rewatch that. And when I'm all done with this project, I'm going to take all those videos, edit them, and put them on YouTube. So you can also go to Surface Anthology, my Surface Anthology YouTube channel, and it will be all there to watch all the way through. So now what I want to do, what I really wanted to do was to use the new Iron Orchid brocante stamp, some of these little motifs right here in these molds, but they're not quite dry yet. So what I'm going to do instead is use some of my beautiful, and somebody asked me what these tissues are. They're Tim Holtz Ideology collage paper, and this was used also in last month's ornament, Merry Makers Ornament of the Box. I just love these tissues. And what's prettier than roses to go, and I'll hold this up a little bit closer, to go with these beautiful cameo ladies and little frames. So, and I'm not sure, we're going to be doing some gold leafing. We're going to be doing some other effects here. It might be silver leafing depending on how the palette, how my design goes, if I, what colors I want to use, all of that. But the reason I can't use, as I said, the Iron Orchid transfers, my molds are still a little damp. And when you're putting those transfers on, you're really burnishing that down, and that's going to ruin these molds. So So we're going to do decoupage instead. So I've got my decoupage medium. My husband went on a what are they called? Table Talk pie thing. And I have these cute little tins that I'm using. So I'm going to use that. Oh, and before I show you guys how to decoupage in these, I wanted to tell you, you might see that little bit of a shine there. Sometimes when you glue your pieces down, and I always like to glue them on the painted surface because they do shrink a little. So when they shrink, they leave a little bit of shine from the glue. All you have to do, and I'll show you now, I've got so many molds up here, is just take that same color paint. So here's some of my white paint, and you could just touch that up with the paint to get rid of that shine. So it's not a big deal if that happens. So I'm just touching up just to get rid of that shine from the glue. And really what I should have done too is when I was gluing these down is just wipe away around the edge. But it's not a big deal to do this. I'm also going to be painting these molds, and you could paint them wet, which is great, but I'm not going to do that today because I want to show you how to decoupage. All right, so I think, as I said, I'm going to use the roses, and what I do, and let's see if I need a little point, and I'll show you how I get these down to size. Well, I'll use my scissors. And you have to be careful when you do this because while they're still wet. When these dry, let me grab this one. They're really, really hard. Right now, I'm working with them kind of wet. So I have to be a little bit more delicate. So what I do is I find a little motif that I like from my tissue. Again, it's the Tim Holtz, which I discovered by accident. Oh, but I absolutely love these tissues. So I just press it down, and you can feel like I'm running my finger around the edge of the mold, and I just take, usually I use a pencil or like the end of a stylus, because we don't want to mark up our clay. But I'm just moving it around, following the design like that. And then and honestly, you could just rip it once you score it like this. This tissue is so much fun to work with. I don't sell it. You have to get it through like paper scrapping places. I've seen it on Amazon, craft stores. I'm sure Joanne and Michael's has it. Okay, so I just, you see me? I'm just tearing that around. And now I have this really pretty oval. So let me get rid of the tissue. And you see, that fits right in. This tray is really big. It's having a hard time fitting it in front of me. So what I do is I use a little synthetic art brush like this, and I'm just gonna paint on my decoupage medium. And, you know, people ask me, well, what order do you do everything? Do you paint all the frames first and then decoupage? Do you decoupage and then paint the frames? You know, for me, here we go. Let's just place that down like that into the decoupage. I think I usually do the decoupage first. So I place that in there. But I imagine, you know, if I were to paint this first, and then I put my decoupage over it, the only issue you're going to have is if the paint is darker than the decoupage, and then you're going to see the edge of the paint coming through. All right, so once you put your piece of tissue down, you just apply some decoupage right on top. And I don't care if there's little wrinkles. This is going over a domed shape, so it's not going to lay flat, and that's fine by me. And that's how easy it is. And then you just wait for this to dry. But look at how sweet this is. And it really does go with the white palette and the this really pale gray. Let me try another one right here. There's also the bird. Let's see if I can find a little bird. It's gonna have to be tiny. Look at how pretty this is. And naturally, I don't want to get it into the wet decoupage. See if I can get this one to fit. No, it's too big. You know, I could definitely get it into a larger one, but I don't have a larger one. So, I think I'm going to go back to my flowers. And actually, there's this really pretty like font, you know, like I don't know, old typeface from like advertisements. That might look really pretty. I think I am. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And if I don't like it, I'll just decoupage. I'll just paint it and decoupage right over it again. I have no problem doing that. So I place it down. Kind of make sure it fits. And now I'm just using the ends of these scissors very, very gingerly, really careful. And I just kind of follow the shape. And I'm scoring it a little bit. And the reason I rip it is I like that soft edge. You could cut it out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like really, really antique decoupage. They used to cut out all the flowers. I mean, it was the cutting was absolutely gorgeous. And now we're spoiled. We get whole sheets of design that are made just for decoupage. But man, to be able to sit there, I imagine me sitting there by candlelight trying to cut out all those little shapes. So there's my little illustration. I'm just gonna get and I put my little tray right on top, so if I get any drips, they're not going all over, they're going on what I'm working on. And I just put the decoupage down. Move my brush out and then place the piece. Beautiful. A little more decoupage. And that's it. Now the other thing I thought about since I've been using these molds, let me show you this little one. Oops, this tray is big. So there's the little frame with the French advertisement. What I've thought about is if you have family pictures that you could print in sepia tone and like print them out on rice paper or tissue paper and decoupage, make your own little gallery like this of family pictures. How beautiful would that be? This is the largest. Let's look at the molds. Let me put my brush in water. Don't forget to do that. But you've got this frame, which you could put in. This is a little mold that I stuck in the middle, but it's usually just the frame. So you could put a family picture there and then little ones in all these frames. Yeah, and there's this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I just think it would be absolutely beautiful. And what a gift that would be if you maybe gave your mother one or somebody, I don't know, your mother and aunt, you know, pictures of her children or pets. How adorable would little puppies be? Printed out in like sepia or black and white, so it kind of goes with the whole Victorian feel. I just think it would be a spectacular gift. So that's it for today, you guys. I am going to go ahead off camera. I'm going to finish decoupaging these two last little frames, and then join me tomorrow, and hopefully these will be dry enough where I can grab my gold leaf, gold or silver leaf, and leave some of these. I'm going to be painting all of these. This is just the raw clay, so I always like to do that too. So lots to work on. I hope you guys are having a great afternoon. If you know of anybody that would love to learn about IOD, tell them about my videos and they could check them out and let me know what you think. All right, you guys, have a great afternoon, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.